we go again.
But look,
This new album.
I did listen to his new album. So
Okay, what you think about it?
I will say this. The marketing for the album was great. Um, the album itself sounds good. I will say the singles were the strongest songs. The singles that were released prior to the album, those were the strongest songs. I do believe there, like, it just felt like toward the end of the album it got really boring, and not in a bad way, but what I'm saying is just like it lost the energy uh that the first half of the album felt. And I will say this, I felt the same way with Tank, right? I said for me, as a Tank fan, the first half of Tank's album is what felt like this is like the salute to the fans. I'm on my way out. Whereas the back half of the album was more so for the newer generation of R&B. And so for me, the Usher, it's like the first half of the album felt like the Usher that I know, and the back half of the album felt more of an international Usher. Uh, and so I don't know. So like there was like you said, the writing was good on a lot of songs and stuff like that. I'm gonna tell you my least favorite song is the one with him in the dream.
Oh, that's one of my favorite ones too, though, bro.
Oh my god, bro, stop.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite ones though, too, bro.
Easily was the worst song on the album, bro.
Oh
Easy.
man, it's one of
Like,
my favorite songs on there.
yeah, easily. Uh, I mean,
It,
but
it
go
felt
ahead.
so. It felt like so. I yeah, that was one of my that's one of my favorite ones. This one I think is crazy. It seemed like an album full of great songs with no hits, bro. And I only say that because I was expecting. Listen, this is the tough part about it because I'm always gonna compare an all-time great artist to their last classic work, their last all-time work. And the last one I knew for Usher was Confessions. And I thought that the next Usher album was going to be a Confessions Part 3.
Wait, wait,
So
wait, wait,
my
wait, wait,
ex
wait, wait, wait. Time out. Are you saying whole project or songs too? Like he had no big
whole
songs.
project, no, whole project.
Okay, okay. Because
Let me say
you
that.
trying to it
No,
sounded
I
like you
say
were
that to
saying that
say
he
this.
didn't have no big songs since Confession.
No. I'm going to compare. So this is my thing about it. Here's what I mean. So with Beyonce, I personally am a big fan of B Day, right? I think I'm probably the biggest B Day fan because a lot of people will say Lemonade and
Yeah.
say all these other ones. But for me, right, I love Lemonade. But what makes me love Lemonade the way I do is because the standard for me is B Day. So if you get close to that or you top that, then to me it's like, oh, it's a win-win. So for me, I'm gonna always compare an all-time great to their last all-time great album, and everything goes compared to that. So like it's probably the reason why that I wasn't so in love with the initially with the Usher album that had the Good Kisser on it and the one with the No Limit. Like,
Yeah.
nah, those was cool, but so for this one, I thought especially that this one was going to be like in the trilogy of Confessions, and seeing that that was the case, that was my expectation. So I thought that with the songwriting, it's the thing I love the most. It has some incredible songs. His vocals on them, silky smooth, everything on it was perfect. And I'm hearing some songs, and then I'm listening to it like that ain't what it hits. Like it ain't no yells on it. It ain't no big one song. It
See,
got some cool
that's where I
cool ones.
disagree with you because for one, I think Good Good is a big song. I think the Lotto song is a big song. Um
The A Town Girl. I think I like that one. Yeah, that was my that.
I
So
think
that one
I
is the
think
closest thing that I can see to like a
so
radio
you don't
club
like
song.
Good Good?
Nah, listen, I'm gonna be honest with you. I like nah, it's okay. It's just okay
Okay.
to me.
The
And
other
again,
song,
I
what
only
about the
say
other
that to
single though?
say that he got the one. I got to go back and listen to. He got the one that he had that with I think
No,
it's
Ruin.
Feels.
Ruin is the other single that came out. Do you know?
It's all right.
Oh, okay. Okay. See, then we disagree on that because I like for me, I feel like they did a great job on picking singles because I felt like those were the standouts of the album. I do say I still think the Lotto song is a big record too, but
I
I
think the
think
Lotto is a big record.
now what I was very shocked, like I'm talking shock that wasn't on there, that Glue wasn't on there
I'm surprised too.
because
See, this is
you
my
could have
problem.
you could have put Glue on there and it immediately would have put it would have made the album go.
Glue Glue gave me Confessions feel. So I was thinking Confessions was gonna be what this is gonna be a long. So don't get me wrong. I think that the Usher album has very good replay value. I honestly believe to me that it would be like okay, here's a perfect example there, right? I still listen to the Giveon album, but he don't
Mhm.
have any other songs on there on the Giveon that you say, oh, these are ones that you could just see all on, you hear it all the time on radio. Like, no, they're good. There, it's a great album, listen to all the way through, right? That's what it is. So when I listen to it, it's straight. It ain't 8701. It ain't Confessions. It ain't none of
Well,
them. And so I just think that
matching up to your standard on that, I can understand that. This album compares more to me to the hard album, the one that's got the No Limit on there, meaning that it's got some cool songs, it's got some things
yeah.
on there. But if the, I when I go to the concert, now here's the other thing I will say. I can hear some of the songs on this album are gonna sound better live because I remember like just listening to Caught Up wasn't really one of my favorite Usher songs. When he sings it live, it's a dope song.
So listen. So it's crazy. Maybe this is gonna sound weird. First time I heard Caught Up, I thought it was cold, bro. When I heard it the first time, I feel like I'm such an outlier when it comes to that Usher. So these are songs. Let me tell you songs that I think that I'm an outlier on. The very first time I heard that, the very first time I heard Throwback, Someone Missing My Baby. I think I'm out of my mind. That was the thing. That to me, when I first heard it, I thought it was brilliant, bro. I'm talking about what's the other song? Don't leave your girl around me to play it for real. I'm a nigga for real. Like when the very first time I heard it on the album before it was released as a single, I thought, oh my gosh, it was
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
there though, bro.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
there are certain Usher songs that I hear, bro, and I just think it resonates. Like if he was saying, I made this song for this kind of person's ear, I'm that person that he made that particular song for. And what's crazy about it that on this album, there are those there are great songs that I don't think even rival Caught Up. Right, Caught Up to me. This is my thing about Caught Up was one of those things that I think was an album song that became a cult favorite. Right,
It
somebody
did
like me,
because
yeah.
Harry Spears playing on it.
Well, but either way, it's like it wasn't intended to be the
It
number
wasn't.
one or number two. Right,
It
it
wasn't.
just kind of organically happened that way.
But it did that during the live performance of the song, is what I'm telling you. Like when that's when that record took off. I'm telling you, bro. Like I
First
get
time I
it,
heard it, I was like, "I'm the
and I
kind
get
of
it.
brother never doing my thing and get my at me." I think that you know what it is. What got me is the when I heard the song, I saw a visual to it right off the bat. I mean,
No,
every bit
I
of the
get that.
song, yeah,
But hearing our distinction between this album is helping. It does explain a lot when it comes to how we write from my records, like the visions we see. Because yeah, but I mean, it's all collective towards the
it's it's
goal.
great.
So
I
yeah.
like I said, it's great. I've listened to the whole thing 2 times now,
Mhm.
and the one thing I'm gonna tell you this: the one thing that the oddly enough, I I kind of like his song with the little Afro beat, even though I don't know if I like Afro beats like that, but
I can tell
it's
because
cool.
you really just you down on them, bro.
Oh my God, let me tell you, man. Let me tell you what's bad. This was I'm gonna sound like a complete hypocrite because I'm working on a Afrobeat song for you that you don't even know about, right?
Yeah.
I got this was funny. I got two songs that I'm working on for you that are songs that almost are like not genres. It's Afrobeat is just you know what it is. I like I think I know this. I like Afro beats that have a groove that kind of got that nice little grown and sexy bop to it. That particular song does, and the songs that Chris Brown typically do that are like that have that kind of feel to it. It's like one of them. It's like one of those Afro beat songs, like Twyla, Tim's, something where you could do a cool little grown folks two step to it, and that's cool to me though, man. But yeah, 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 yeah.